Good morning, YouTube. Hope everyone is doing well. Happy February. Super excited for this month. Um, we have about 2 minutes until market open. Just give a brief analysis on everything before we execute our trade for today. There was a huge gap down due to the tariff changes that Trump is doing right now with, I believe, Canada. And also China. So there was a huge gap down in the market. Today I have simple support and resistance lines. We'll be looking for buys above 21,265 and sells below 21,156. So we'll see what happens in the market. I'm hoping to start the week on a green note and just super excited. Did a lot of reflecting this past weekend and just excited to implement the changes. So we'll see what happens. We have a red folder news event at 10 a.m. So most likely, if I do take a trade before 10 a.m., it's going to be completed by 10:55. So I never want to be in a trade right before a news event. But just to give a brief rundown, I only trade during New York Open. Why? Is because I am a breakout trader. I trade breaks in support and resistance lines during times of volume. So right at 9:30, you'll notice that is a time where there's a great amount of volume in the market. And I just, kind of like a surfer, all I do is ride the wave of volume. So we've got 10 seconds. 10 seconds before market open. I'm on the 15-minute time frame right now. Market is open. Looks like we are having a push down right now. If we do break resistance, or if we break support with volume, it'll be below 21,156. So as we're looking at this trade, what I see currently is a support at 21,156 and a resistance at 21,265. So right now we can see two plays happening. For buys above 21,265, I'll be looking for a 1 to 2, hopefully filling some of the gap that happened overnight due to the tariff changes. But if we take sells, it'll be below 21,156, and we will be looking to fill the clean range to the left inside on the 15-minute time frame, all the way down to 21,052, which is the next support line, if you can see it right here. So looks like we are preparing for buys. If we do take buys, my stop loss will be with the purpose that this candle would have no reason falling back into the range if we break resistance. If we don't get a trade in before 10 a.m., then the only time I'll be trading is about 10:05 a.m. So we have two scenarios on this Monday. We have buys above 21,265, and if we take buys, we will be targeting a 1 to 2, hopefully filling the gap that we had last night due to the tariff wars going on. Our stop loss will be so that we don't fall back into the range right here. We'll see if we're gonna get a trade in before the news event at 10 a.m. Looks like we're just stuck in the range. We might have to stay patient and not rush into a trade. 5 minutes into the market, we're seeing a little bit of volume on the upside. I'll be very curious to see if we're going to continue pushing up here for buys. It's really trying to push up. Currently, we are in a no trade zone. We're just ranging between 21.65 and 21.156. Looks like we could be preparing for buys. This candle has pushed up a lot. So if I take this buy, it would be with the stop loss that we should not ever go back in the zone. Yep, 9:37, nothing going on. I'm only trading NASDAQ today. I'd be surprised if we continue push up. I think we're just going to continue ranging for the next 10-15 minutes, but we'll see. Wow, it's pushed up so much. Really wants it push up, but I don't know if I want to take this trade. It's pushed up so much. Okay, we're preparing for buys. We'll take buys right there. We're currently in buys. Stop loss is with the purpose that we're not going to fall back into the range. If we fall back into the range, I don't think it has any business doing that. To control risk, I will be closing half when I feel like the trade is invalid. But currently we did break resistance and we're hoping for it to continue to push up for at least a 1 to 2. We'll see what happens. Very good push right there. If we look at the 5-minute, I did take the position on the 15-minute, but on the 5-minute, if we can close above this resistance right here, 21,265 on the 5-minute, it'll give me more confirmation that we can continue to push up. There's the 5-minute close. At this point, if we go back in the zone, it'll be a complete fake out. Looks like we might be going for a fake out here. There's no continuation on the volume. Like I said, I have a pretty healthy stop today. Let's look at it on the 15. Yeah, that looks better. We're just chilling. This is our trade for today. There was a clear breakout of resistance and really just seeing if we can have that follow-up volume. Let's see, we'll be targeting this level right here. So what we'll be looking for is the close on the 15-minute candle right at 9:45. If we close above resistance at 21,266, I suspect we'll have a good probability that we can continue to push up. But if we close below 21,265, we might have a fake out and it could fall back into the range. So we have about 1 more minute until candle closure. So we have 5 more seconds until candle closure. Like I said, we need to close above. We did not, so I'll be expecting we'll be going back in the range, which we did. I go ahead and took my loss for today because we closed below this range. And what that means is the probability of it going back into the range is higher than the probability of it breaking out. So managing my risk, what I saw here, instead of losing the full position, I only lost about 75% to 60%, only because on the 15-minute candle closure, it fell back into the range, which confirmed the fake out. Now, if we closed above 21,265, I would have been more comfortable holding this position. So that's just a way of me managing risk and playing probabilities. But I'll stay here for another 15 minutes, see if I can give this trade a second opportunity to see if it'll have another chance for a breakout. But just happy with how I executed that trade. I barely lost anything in comparison to how much I risked. And yeah, that's that. So we might do only one trade for today. First trade was a fake out. As you can see, strong push up, wick down, 15-minute close, and now it's going to continue to go down. We do have news happening at 9:50 or 10 a.m. So if I do take a trade, it'll be before 9:55. We're just chilling. Might be off live stream here in 5 minutes. I don't know. If we do take a trade, it might be at around 11 a.m. It's a big sell-off right there. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be taking any trades before 10 a.m. If for my second trade, it'll probably be around 11 a.m. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I'm happy with how I managed my risk on my one trade for today, and hoping to see another setup before 12 p.m. today, because that's my trading time. But either way, just happy with how I managed my risk on this fake out to the upside. So thank you again for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.